Dear students, today we will be seeing about bleeding time, clotting time and prothrombin time and PTT. We will be seeing about these four things. As you know, as we have already seen about hemogram, we have seen about complete blood cell count. Today we will be seeing about bleeding time. What is bleeding time? Bleeding time means when you have a wound, when you get any wound and the time, and you will see that whenever you have an wound, that wound starts bleeding immediately. As soon as there is a cut, you get a cut from the knife. When you cut the vegetables, you get a cut from the knife. It starts immediately. You fall in a road, and it bleeds. It immediately starts bleeding. So the bleeding time is the time which till what time the bleeding, from the time of the wound to the bleeding stops. That time is the bleeding time. So we will see today about the bleeding time. It is a measure. Actually, BT is a measure to see about the platelet function, because for clotting, the main important factor which is involved is the platelets, the function of the platelet. The function of the platelet, actually what it happens is, whenever there is a wound, the bleeding happens, and if the platelet counts are okay, that is 3.5 to 4.5 lakhs is the normal thing, and if it's okay, then immediately what happens, the clotting it will bleed a little for a few seconds or 1 or 2 minutes, and then the clotting will start. But if the platelet count is not okay or it is low, then the bleeding won't stop. So bleeding time is a way to evaluate actually the platelet count. If the bleeding doesn't stop, automatically it should go into your mind that there is some problem with the platelet count. So how we will do that? The first sample is collected, means the sample will be collected. How? We will clean the site of the wound. It can be taken by method of blood collection is through by venous method, that is, we will prick the vein and collect the blood, or using the syringe and needle, or by using cannula, or by drop method you will be taking, or by finger prick, or by capillary method you can take, and by arterial method you will be taking, that we will be using only for the blood gas. So that is the types. You take the blood, allow the skin to dry, and after you take a puncture, take 4 mm deep with the sterile needle. You will collect the wound. So the normal value of the bleeding time is BT is 2 to 7 minutes, and if it delays, means there is some problem in the coagulation factor. So usually there are 13 coagulation factors. So from factor 5 to 11 are involved in this clotting factor. If there is any depletion, or there is anything is wrong with the clotting factor from 5 to 11, then it seems that there will be some problem with the bleeding time will be increased. So in what all cases the bleeding time will be more? You will see in severe liver disease. In severe liver disease, the bleeding BT will be more than in leukemia, blood cancer cases. Leukemia, the bleeding time will be more. Then in case aplastic anemia, it will be more. Thrombocytopenia, it will be more. And then in case of when the patient will be taking any anticoagulants, if they are taking any anticoagulants, like we will be giving heparin in case of cardiac illness, because what happens in cardiac is actually the clot is there. For diluting the clot, you will be giving heparin. So if the patient is getting any anticoagulant, then also the bleeding time will be more. So the normal bleeding time is between 2 to 7 minutes. Now we will see about clotting time. What is clotting time? Clotting time means the bleeding has happened from the bleeding started to the time it stops and the clot is formed. The clot is formed means that then the bleeding there won't be any oozing of blood, only serum will be flowing and the blood has stopped. So that is the time, that is the clotting time. So the clotting time usually will be, the normal clotting time usually will be from 5 to 10, it will be from 5 to 10 minutes. So bleeding time is from 2 to 7 minutes and the clotting time is from 5 to 7 minutes. In this, we will take the blood in a vial. The sample of blood will be taken from the vascular system. The blood will be taken, that is from the vein or from capillary method or from any time. The sample collection method will remain the same in all the conditions. So you will take the blood, you clean the area, leave it to dry, and then you will be taking the blood, and then you will wait to see that how much time it has taken after the blood you have collected to get for the clot to be formed. That is the time, that is the clotting time. So in which all areas the clotting time will be increased. The clotting time will be increased in disseminated intravascular coagulation, or you will see, if you will go to the word in the file, so you will be seeing DIC. So disseminated intravascular coagulation, in that condition the clotting time will be more than administration of anticoagulants. If the patient is having any anticoagulants like heparin, in that case it will be more. Then if the patient has any severe deficiency of the coagulation factor, from the factors 5 to 11, if there is any fault, then in that case also there will be, the clotting time will be more. So that was about the bleeding time and the clotting time. It is very important to calculate before the patient is having any surgeries. Road traffic accident or a trauma, you're falling down, that thing is different. But before going for any surgery, it is very important to see, especially if the patient is having any anticoagulant drugs, or if the patient is going for any major surgeries, it is very important to observe, to see the BTCT, that is the bleeding time and the clotting time, so that we know, because we are going for a major surgery, we are going to paralyze the patient, give anesthesia, paralyze the patient, and then we are going to operate the patient. So in that case, there should not any hampering should not be there. So if any case of any delayed thing is, we should be ready to give the blood to the patient. So that readiness should be there. So because of that, we will be seeing BTCT is very important. Next we will be seeing about PT and PTT. What is prothrombin time and partial thromboplastin time? So it's again PT-PTT, it comes, again it is a clotting factor which we will be seeing. So in PT-PTT is done to evaluate the coagulation disorders. If any coagulation factors, disturbance in any coagulation factor is there, in that case we will be looking for the PT-PTT. So what is prothrombin time? Prothrombin time, in this we will see about it measures the integrity of the extrinsic system, or it is the time required for clotting of citrate or oxalate plasma in glass tube after addition of calcium and tissue thromboplastin. So when you will be collecting the blood in this container, after that you will be adding in that calcium and tissue thromboplastin will be added. So the time which is taken for the blood to clot, that is the prothrombin time, or that is the prothrombin time. So it measures the intrinsic factor, that it measures the internal factor, and that is a normal, that is a PT time. And usually the normal value of PT is 0.5 to 1 second. The normal PT time is from 0.5 to 1 second is the normal PT time. And prothrombin time is usually increased in case of vitamin K deficiency, prothrombin deficiency, any liver disease, and any patient is on any anticoagulant therapy, it will be more. Now we will see about partial thromboplastin time. Partial thromboplastin time is the it measures the integrity of the intrinsic system. PT measures the integrity of the extrinsic system, and PTT measures the integrity of the intrinsic system. So intrinsic system, the normal value is for between 6 to 70 seconds if on coagulation therapy. Otherwise it is 25 to 30 seconds. Normally it is 25 to 30 seconds, or if he is on a coagulant anticoagulant therapy, then it will be, the normal is from 60 to 70 seconds. Now PTT determines what causes the delay of PTT determines what it determines. It determines what causes the delay in the PT system. So we have seen about PT, we have seen about PT, we have seen about BT, CT, PT, that is bleeding time, clotting time, prothrombin time, and PTT time. So this many things we have seen. Normal BT is from 2 to 7 minutes. Normal clotting time is from 5 to 10 minutes. Then PTT is from 0.5 to 1 second, and PTT is from 25 to 30 seconds. So this was all about the bleeding and regarding the bleeding factors. So if this can be delayed in any case of there is any deficiency or any disturbance in the coagulant factor, that is from the factors, coagulation factor from 5 to 6 to 11. If any fault is there, then either it can be deficiency or any fault is there, then this can be this will be delayed, or it will be. And it's very important to measure this BT, CT, PT, PTT of the patient before any surgeries, because otherwise this can lead to bleeding and it can cause fatal conditions, or death of the patients can happen because we are not able to control the bleeding. So hence it is very important. It's very important to look after to observe the PT, PTT and BT, CT. Hope you have understood. Thank you.